Okay, so this is a video for 610, which is goal number factoring, video number 2. So let's look at some examples here. Example number 1, let's say that we have 5x squared plus 27x plus 10. Now remember, a goal number is created by multiplying a times c. So 5 times 10 gives me 50. And I have to add them together to get 27, my middle term. All right, by now you should be getting better and better at finding the factors. Now, I know that this is going to factor to 2 and 25. I could go through the list of all the factors, but this is how you become more efficient and quicker at it. So I take those two factors to multiply to give me 50, add to give me 27, take both of them and divide them by a. So I have 2 divided by 5, and I have 25 divided by 5. All right, I simplify those fractions if I can. The first fraction, 2/5, I can't simplify. The second fraction, 25 over 5, I can simplify to 5. Now, the problem is we have this fraction in the first one. To make this fraction disappear, I'm going to multiply both x and 2/5 by the denominator of 5. That creates a binomial of 5x plus 2. That 5x plus 2 times x plus 5 is what I believe my factorization should be. But I'm going to do a quick double check of the first term and the last term. X times 5x is 5x squared. That's what it's supposed to be. 2 times 5 is 10. That's what it's supposed to be. I feel really confident here. The middle term check has already been done over on the right where I do my goal number work. Okay, let's try a second one here. Let's say that I have 4x squared plus 24x plus 32. Now some of you guys may recognize right away that there's a goal number, or sorry, that there is a GCF. All right, I can either pull the GCF out now or I can pull the GCF out later. I'm going to choose this time to pull it out later. So my goal number is 4 times 32, which would be 128. And I need factors that are going to add to give me 24. All right, well, let's see. I know that 128 is 4 times 32, but that adds to give me 36. So I need something a little bit different from that. What about trying 8? Now I know 128 divided by 8 would give me, let's see, 8 goes into 12 once, 48, so that'd be 16. And if I notice, 8 plus 16 has to give me 24. That's the correct factor. I take each of those factors, 8 and 16, and divide them by 4, the leading coefficient. I write it down as x plus 8 over 4, which simplifies to 2, and x plus 16 over 4, which simplifies to give me 4. But then when I do my double check here, x times x is x squared, and I'm supposed to have 4x squared. So I anticipate I missed a GCF of 4, and I write that in the front. Now I do my double check again. X times 4, that's 4x squared. 4 times 2 times 4, that's 32. This is the correct complete factorization. Okay, let's try another one. Let's say on this problem we have 24x squared minus 22x plus 3. All right, so I look at this and I say to myself, well, I know that the goal number is 72, middle term is negative 22. Right now I know that I'm looking at double negatives. Why? Because I need two numbers to multiply to give me a positive and add to give me a negative. The first factorization of 72 that jumps out to me is 8 times 9. But if they're both negative, they add to negative 17, not negative 22. All right? So I know that doesn't work. All right? What about trying 6? I know 6 times 12 gives me negative 18. No, that still doesn't work. What about 4? 4 goes in 18 times, and they got to be double negatives. There's my combination that works. I take each of those factors, negative 4 divided by 24, and I take negative 18 divided by 24. I can simplify these fractions, so I must. Negative 4 over 24 is negative 1/6. Negative 18 over 24, let's see, 6 goes into both of them, so that would be negative 3 over 4. Both of those fractions are simplified, so now I'm ready to move to the factors. I have x minus 1/6 and x minus 3/4. But I'm not going to leave them as fractions. I'm going to rewrite this as 6x minus 1 and 4x minus 3. I do my double check. 4x times 6x is 24x squared. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. I'm feeling really confident. Okay, let's try one more of these. Let's say that I have 3x squared plus 7x minus 5. I know my goal number is negative 15. Middle term is positive 7. All right, factors. Well, let's see. I've got 1 and 15. They don't work. I know that the smaller one's going to have to be negative to add and give me a positive. How about 3 and 5? First one's negative. That adds to give me 2. Uh-oh, I'm out of factors. When there are no factors that will multiply to give you negative 15 and add to give you 7, when none of those will work, then this factorization is actually, right now, we're going to call it prime. Prime means the only factors are 1 and itself. So in other words, 1 times 3x squared plus 7x minus 5 is the only way to get that. Hope this helps. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.